Sigma males tend to do their own work without any dependency on others. This is one of the common traits found in them. So, what do you think about the reason behind this aesthetic behavior? Well, one of the answers is having trust issues. Let's delve into the realm of Sigma males by examining some examples. The way a Sigma male views trust in the intricate web of interpersonal relationships is like a painter carefully choosing colors for a painting. Like painters who deliberate over every brushstroke, Sigma men are cautious about who they open out to. Consider James, a prosperous businessman who personifies the Sigma archetype. His network of friends and associates resembled a finely woven tapestry. Even when people tried to enter this inner sanctuary multiple times, James was cautious and carefully screened them before he trusted them. His confidence was well established, like the sturdy roots of an old tree, for those who deserved a spot. But when a reliable ally turned on him by disclosing a trade secret, the fallout was devastating. It was more than just a breakup. It was as though a storm had uprooted the pillar of support, leaving a gaping emptiness and a deep wound in the delicate fabric of their once unbreakable relationship. Sigma males are known for their unique reaction to betrayal, and they have a subtle style that can be confusing to others. Consider Alex as an archetype, a Sigma male facing a serious betrayal of trust in a 5-year relationship. Instead of giving in to heated arguments or pressing for answers right away, Alex chooses to reflect in silence. He goes on a solitary mountain excursion in retaliation for his partner's deceit. This retreat is a conscious necessity rather than just an escape. Alex goes deep into himself in the quiet of snow-covered mountains and deafening silence. In addition to comprehending the act, he examines the betrayal to process his emotions and determine how to move on. By taking an introspective approach, Alex is able to go through the hurt, confusion, and range of emotions that come with betrayal, and comes out with a more thorough understanding and a deliberate plan of action. Adversity-resistant Sigma males, who are renowned for their emotional fortitude, are exceptional examples of strength. A moving example of this can be found in the tale of Leo, a committed researcher who personifies the Sigma ideals. The emotional damage was severe when Leo's laboriously produced study was unfairly discredited by a jealous, close colleague. Leo's response, though, demonstrated his incredible strength. Instead of giving in to hopelessness, Leo used his suffering as a driving force for personal development. He threw himself even more into his work, pushing himself to reach previously unheard-of levels of study, in addition to seeking self-reproach. Amazingly, in less than a year, Leo not only overcame the betrayal by validating his previous findings, but he also uncovered groundbreaking discoveries that propelled him to the top of his industry. Even while it hurt at first, the betrayal ended up being the catalyst for change that helped him accomplish things that he would not have otherwise. Leo's narrative embodies the capacity of the Sigma male to turn misfortune into motivation for growth on both a personal and professional level. Consider Mark, a Sigma male. Following a betrayal, men of Sigma like Mark go on a deep self-examination, exploring not just the particular incident, but also the core of the relationships they have built. For Mark, a Sigma who has always valued the support of his close-knit group, the betrayal precipitated a careful evaluation of every relationship he had. It was a process of fine-tuning boundaries rather than building emotional walls that this introspective trip was about. Mark probed the rationale and underlying assumptions of each connection by asking himself basic questions. What sustains this relationship? Is one such question, along with, is this bond rooted in mutual respect or mere convenience? Knowing the minute details of every relationship, Mark prepared himself for any future betrayals and strengthened his bonds with sincere trust and understanding. Neil is a true Sigma who founded a startup, and his tale serves as a powerful example of this quality. Neil faced hardship when his first business faced unanticipated changes in the industry, but he used the setback as a chance to improve. Instead of giving in to hopelessness, he turned the setback into a teaching moment. Neil carefully examined market trends, solicited insightful input, and participated actively in workshops in order to understand new dynamics. Equipped with this novel understanding, Neil set out on a new path as an entrepreneur. Not only did his second venture make up for the mistake made in the first, it also easily adapted to the changing needs of the market. Neil's resilience is highlighted by his ability to see failure as a stepping stone rather than a barrier. Neil views every experience, whether positive or difficult, as a teaching tool that will help him advance and achieve success in the future. Even if isolation is sometimes interpreted as a retreat from the outside world, there's something special about it that attracts Sigma men, like veteran writer Oliver. Oliver responded to a damaging slander campaign that was being carried out by a former ally by deliberately turning inward rather than retreating. Choosing a break, he took refuge in a secluded cabin in the woods. Oliver was refreshed by the soothing symphony of birdsong and the soft rustle of leaves. Rather than being avoided, his isolation turned into a healing potion. Calm sunsets were like silent confidants, allowing him to bond deeply with his inner self. Oliver was strengthened by this reflective journey, far from being an escape. Not only was he healthy when he returned, but he also had a renewed sense of purpose. Through the experience, he was able to rekindle his enthusiasm for reporting the truth and came out of isolation with a renewed sense of dedication that demonstrated the tenacity of a Sigma male. Samuel, like other Sigma males, responds to betrayal with heightened caution rather than emotional detachment. Samuel was a talented musician who became more reserved after discovering that one of his close friends had plagiarized his works. But this circumspection didn't stop him from being creative. Samuel remained deeply emotional in his songs, even if he was more choosy about who he trusted. Sigma males transcend expectations by showing empathy instead of taking revenge when something goes wrong. An unhappy patient falsely accused Aaron, a diligent therapist. Having acknowledged the patient's difficulties, he decided to show empathy rather than take legal action. Aaron changed the situation by offering assistance and understanding. The patient not only took back what they had said, but also turned into one of Aaron's biggest supporters. This strategy, which is common among Sigma men, is based on the understanding that everyone struggles inside. By reacting compassionately, they transform confrontations into opportunities for healing and connection. Sigma males like Victor, a well-known author, are shaped by life. Even with his early success, he might have been marked by a critical failure and a public betrayal. Victor, however, used hardship as a catalyst for development. Instead of giving up, he used his suffering as inspiration for his works. In addition to receiving appreciation, his later writings exhibited depth gleaned from prior experiences. Male Sigmas view obstacles in life, including betrayals, as stepping stones rather than as failures. Every incident adds to a dynamic growth arc, creating a complex tapestry with maturity and resilience. For Sigma males like Adrian, trust is like a repaired vase after it's been broken. The business magnate was deceived in a transaction, which made him wary of partnering with anyone again. Unfazed, he decided to take a deliberate approach, beginning with little endeavors. Adrian progressively restored trust by establishing limits and emphasizing honest communication. Even with the echoes of betrayal still fresh, he handled larger collaborations with a healthy dose of skepticism and optimism. Adrian's tale demonstrates the tenacity of Sigma men who use their past setbacks as stepping stones for future success on the personal and professional fronts. From the examples we've seen, we can understand the reasons behind the trust issues of Sigma males. What are your thoughts about it? Let us know in the comment box. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching our content, then do like, share, and subscribe to our channel.